afternoon, guys. Welcome back to our channel. And if you're new here, today Eric is hunting. He's doing an late afternoon hunt, and I decided that I was going to make preserves. We got a really good deal at the grocery store, and I want to preserve those before they go bad. And before I do that, I just want to take the dogs for a walk. Alright, guys, I think the dogs have run around pretty much as they're going to. They keep trying to graze, so I think they're all set. So we're going to head in and start making some apple preserves. Alright, guys, now that I'm back in the house, I actually got my canner jars going on the stove, so they'll be ready for when the preserves are ready, so I can put them in the jars and get them going. Alright, so the next step that I need to do is get my apples drained. Right now they're sitting in some lemon water, so they didn't get all brown. So all I need to do is drain those, put those in my other pot over here so that I can get the apples, the water, and the lemon up to a boil. Alright, so now that those are in the pan, I have to wait for them to come up to a boil. I've made this recipe before, but the last time I made it was the first time that I've ever made it, so I didn't check ahead of time and I ended up forgetting the lemon. So I made the recipe without a lemon and it was still really good, but I want to try it with the lemon so that I know exactly what it tastes like. This recipe also comes from Ball's Complete Book of Home Preserving. It's one of the books that we started out with, and one of the books that I find that is easy to follow. The recipes are good. I haven't made one recipe yet that I didn't like. So we're going to continue to make recipes from there. So like I said, we're going to let this get up to a boil, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright, guys, our apples have been on a gentle boil for about 10 minutes now. So we're going to turn off the heat. Oh, let's fix this camera. There we go. We're going to turn off the heat, and then it's time to add in our Shore Gel. So the Shore Gel, I'm adding in 2 packages because I don't think I mentioned it in the beginning of this video, but I'm doing a double batch. I like to preserve a lot because we like jams. And we like peanut butter and jelly. We just like plain jam on our toast. So that's why I'm doing a double batch today. But I'm going to get those in there. We're going to whisk the Shore Gel in. Alright, the other thing that it mentions too is that you need to make sure that the sugar dough gets mixed in all the way so that it's nice and blended, or else it'll get clumpy when you add in the sugar and the rest of the ingredients. So I'm adding in one package at a time so that that doesn't happen. Okay, so now that the sugar gel is in here and pretty much all dissolved, just making sure that the last bit gets dissolved in there. So I'm going to turn this back up to a high heat because you need to get it up to a boil again. And once it starts boiling, then you're going to add in your sugar, your lemons, and your nutmeg. So once I get ready to do that and this comes back up to a boil, which it shouldn't take very long because I just turned on the heat and it's already starting to bubble. So take a look at that. Alright guys, now that we're back at a full rolling boil, we are going to add our lemons, our nutmeg, and our sugar. Alright, here go our lemons. We have our nutmeg. And our sugar. Okay, now that our mixture is all in the pot and everything's all mixed up good, it's actually going to come back up to a boil and boil for 1 full minute before I can actually put it into the canning jars and get that canned. Alright guys, this has been at a royal boil here for 1 minute, and now I'm going to turn off the heat and we're going to skim off the foam. Let's show you what that looks like. So see that foam in there? We're going to skim that off the top and then we'll be ready to put those in jars. Alright, our first completed jar in the canner. Alright guys, I am going to, here, flip you around here. I am going to get these all jarred and in the canner. If you guys have ever made this before, let me know how it turned out. Leave me a comment down below. That would be great. Like I said, I know that I've made this before, but I forgot the lemon last time, so I'm hoping, I did taste it, so I do taste a lot more of the lemon. So I think this is a whole different taste than the first batch that I made just because I forgot the lemon. So again, let me know if you've ever made this recipe before. Let me know how it turned out. Alright, so I've got my first batch of jars in the canner. There, you guys probably gonna fog up again, but you can see that. So I'm gonna get those processed and I'm gonna get the rest of the jars filled, and I have about 5 more jars. So I ended up with about 12 jelly jars, and a tiny small jar, like 4-ounce jar. It's a little bit extra, but not a big deal because we'll probably just eat that in the fridge. We won't even bother to can that. Alright guys, that is done for the day. So I did end up with 12 8-ounce jars, and I also ended up with 2 4-ounce jars. So a little bit more. The apples could have been a little off. But overall, I think this recipe will turn out well. It tasted good without the lemon, like I said. So, and it tasted good when I tried it before I canned it. So I'm thinking that the lemon flavor is going to give it a whole new taste. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm hoping you enjoyed the video and learned a little something, maybe. But I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one and see you later. Bye.